Hello guys, welcome back to the Brutal Investor channel. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. In this episode, we're going to talk about yet another project that recently got announced that it will be a part of the Coinbase roadmap, which means this project has an extremely high chance of being listed on Coinbase pretty soon. And this project is called Convex Finance or the CVX token, right? Again, as always guys, I highly recommend you guys to do your own research on any of the projects we cover on our channel. And for this project, I recommend you guys to go to the website convexfinance.com in order to learn more about this project, right? And if you watch till the end of the video, I will even tell you how I figured out that this particular project will get a Coinbase listing, and for that you need to watch till the end of the video, right? So before we talk about this coin, I want to talk to you guys about GetItIO. GetItIO, if you guys don't already know, is one of the major centralized exchanges that's known for listing low market cap gem tokens way before they get listed on major centralized exchanges such as Binance or Coinbase. What this means is if you have a GetItIO account and if you invest in these low market cap gem tokens, you stand a chance to make 10, 20, 50 or even 100x gains on these cryptos, right? And if you don't already have a GetItIO account right now, I highly recommend you guys to use the link in the description to set up a GetItIO account today. And by doing so, you get the following benefits. So if you go to the website, you can first of all see that they have an option for you to buy and sell crypto, as well as look at the trading information and information about the price of the tokens as well. And you can basically trade these low market cap crypto in multiple different trading pairs, right? So that's pretty good, as well as it's a standard information that's available in multiple other centralized exchanges. And if you buy the low market cap crypto, you may want to store it till let's say for example they get listed on Binance or Coinbase, so that you can sell it and then make your money, right? And while you're holding it, you can actually deposit the tokens on their earn tab, where you can basically earn interest by lending out that token, or by staking it, or by providing dual liquidity, or by even doing certain activities which will help you to earn interest on those tokens passively till you decide to withdraw from them, right? But you need to bear in mind that this is a centralized platform, which means you won't have any control of your private keys, which is just the small disclaimer that you need to make sure that you guys are aware of. And if you're a person who wants to trade NFTs, GetItIO also provides you with an option to trade NFTs, which means you can buy, sell, trade, as well as hold on to those NFTs if you don't want to sell them, all in GetItIO, right? And for this one as well, you need to understand that this is a centralized platform, which means you don't have control of your private keys, right? If you're a person who wants to invest in tokens way before they get listed on any exchanges, including GetItIO, through the IEO method, which is initial exchange offering, you basically have that covered as well, because GetItIO also has a startup platform where you can basically buy tokens as well as coins at the lowest price possible in their IEO price and sell them to make some good profit, right? So as you can see, you have multiple different options to make money with GetItIO, and that's the best thing about them, right? And if you use the link in the description to set up a GetItIO account, you not only get all the benefits that we just now discussed, you will also get a 30% trading fee rebate on any trades that you make on GetItIO, and this will only be unlocked if you use the link in the description, because it's a referral link, right? And by using the link in the description to setting up a GetItIO account, you're also supporting the Brutal Investor channel, for which I thank you in advance. So going back to the Convex Finance page, for the purpose of this video, I'm going to rely on the information presented on CoinMarketCap's page for this token, but this is only going to be a peripheral analysis, which means you need to do your own in-depth research before you put your hard-earned money on this token, right? So what is Convex Finance? Convex Finance is a DeFi protocol that allows Curve liquidity providers to earn a share of trading fees on Curve without staking liquidity there. So what Convex Finance does is it's a platform that offers a DeFi solution where Curve liquidity provider. So this platform is basically linked directly with another protocol called Curve Finance, which is one of the most popular Ethereum-based DeFi dApps. And for people who provide Curve liquidity in the Curve Finance platform, they can earn a share of trading fees on Curve without even staking the liquidity there. So that's the most important thing, because in order to earn staking fees on Curve, you typically have to stake your liquidity provider tokens within the Curve Finance ecosystem itself. But what Convex Finance does is they basically allow you to earn a share of the liquidity provider fees without even having to stake your liquidity provider tokens on Curve Finance. So that's a pretty cool thing. And instead, LPs can stake with Curve and receive boosted Curve and liquidity mining rewards. So instead of staking it on the Curve Finance platform, you can actually stake it on the Convex Finance platform themselves in order to earn additional rewards as well as extremely high rewards that are not available on the Curve Finance platform itself, right? This provides CRV stakers with better capital efficiency and positions Convex Finance as an important player in the Curve wars. So Curve Finance, if you guys don't already know, it's a platform for stablecoin staking. You can provide liquidity to stablecoins, but you can also provide liquidity to different types of wrapped bitcoins, RIN Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. So you can basically provide liquidity to the same type of coins in different tokenized manner in order to earn interest, right? But with Convex Finance, you're basically getting the maximum capital efficiency for all the liquidity provider tokens that you would have staked in Curve Finance. But instead, when you stake it with Convex Finance, you get a boost as well as you get extremely high capital efficiency, which you won't be able to get on Curve itself. And this prevents Curve wars. So Curve wars is a term that is kind of like available on the DeFi space, where people compete with each other to get extremely high rewards on Curve Finance. So by mitigating the Curve wars, Convex Finance is providing new users with an opportunity to use Curve Finance in a free and non-competitive way, which is pretty cool, right? So Convex has entered a competitive race to obtain as much control as possible of the Curve Finance stablecoin exchange. So Curve Finance, in a nutshell, is just a stablecoin exchange overall, right? And in order to prevent people from having Curve wars, Convex Finance is basically trying to mitigate and remove some of the liquidity from Curve Finance into Convex Finance. The more CRV tokens a protocol has, the more influence it has over interest rates on Curve, which is the largest DEX in the world by total volume locked. So you may be wondering why Curve Finance specifically, right? Because Curve Finance is the largest stablecoin liquidity provider, and if you have stablecoins, you can actually earn extremely high returns without even having to get experienced with price fluctuations, because stablecoins don't actually fluctuate in price as drastically as a regular token or a coin would, and therefore most people prefer to hold stablecoins in a market condition like that we have currently right now, and they basically want to deposit their stablecoins on Curve Finance in order to earn the maximum reward, right? And this makes Curve Finance one of the largest DeFi platform by total volume locked, which is one of the reasons why Convex Finance is so focused on Curve Finance, because it's the largest liquidity provider by total volume locked, right? Consequently, the Curve wars are an ongoing race for influence over what is probably the most important protocol in DeFi. So Curve wars, as we briefly touched upon, it's kind of like a war where people kind of like fight with each other in order to get the most possible yield, as well as this makes this platform, like the Curve Finance platform, as the most important protocol in DeFi, and thereby attacking the Curve wars is going to be a good strategy for Convex Finance to grow as well, right? So that's kind of the quick overview of what Convex Finance is. The next section talks about the founders of Convex Finance, which is not really relevant for the purpose of this video, so I'm going to skip through that. The next section is going to be what makes Convex Finance unique. So this is going to be the most important section of this video, so I suggest you to pay close attention to this, right? Convex Finance plays a key role in the Curve wars thanks to its unique incentive structure. So as we discussed multiple times right now, Convex Finance plays a very important role in the Curve wars, and therefore this is the main incentive that Convex Finance will get, as well as people who are trying to use Convex Finance will basically get incentivized to mitigate as well as remove the Curve Finance wars, which would otherwise make it extremely hard for Curve Finance to be used as a protocol, right? Its sole use case is to accumulate as much TVL as possible to achieve the protocol's goal of controlling as big a stake of Curve Finance as it can. So in a sense, Convex Finance's main goal is to hold a bigger stake in liquidity within Curve Finance, right? That's the bottom line for Convex Finance, and they're basically encouraging users to do that, and they basically will, if succeeded, they'll basically be the biggest total volume locked provider within Curve Finance as a protocol, right? So in other words, Convex Finance targets only CRV holders and Curve liquidity providers, and does so in two ways. So overall, what Convex Finance is doing is they're basically targeting the CRV token holders, because CRV tokens are rewarded to people who lock their liquidity on Curve Finance. But instead of locking liquidity on Curve Finance, people will choose to lock their liquidity on Convex Finance, which will provide a better yield and liquidity provision rewards. So people will easily migrate to Convex Finance, and thereby satisfying the Convex Finance growth, right? And this can happen in two important ways. So if you see, CRV holders receive CVX CRV for staking the CRV. So if you are CRV holder, which is the Curve token holder, you will basically receive CVX CRV, which is Convex Finance's CRV token, by staking your CRV tokens in the Convex Finance protocol, right? Curve LPs receive boosted rewards for staking their LPs with Convex. So for people who provide liquidity on Curve Finance, they will get boosted liquidity provision rewards by staking the same liquidity in Convex Finance instead of Curve Finance, right? So it's pretty straightforward. So these are the main two ways by which Convex Finance basically attracts not only Curve stakers, but also CRV liquidity providers as well, right? Curve Finance issues Ve CRV, or voted escrowed CRV, for staked CRV for liquidity providers that receive as a reward. So when it comes to Curve, the CRV token, if you stake it within the Convex Finance ecosystem, you get CVX CRV, which is obviously one of the tokens that you receive. You also receive Ve CRV, which is a vote escrowed CRV, which will provide you an opportunity to vote within the ecosystem, right? In short, Ve CRV is a time-locked CRV tokens with boosted voting power and rewards, which are both a function of the lockup period of the underlying CRV. So when you lock your CRV with Convex Finance, you get Ve CRV, which represents a stake within the Convex ecosystem itself, whereby by holding Ve CRV, you get boosted rewards as well as voting rights within the Convex Finance ecosystem, right? You can read more about Ve CRV here, where they provided more information about this on CoinMarketCap. So I highly recommend you guys to read through that if you're interested in learning more about Ve CRV, right? CRV rewards can go as high as 2.5 times the initial rewards, but the higher the liquidity deposited, the more difficult it is to attain the maximum rewards. So obviously the rewards are clearly significantly higher than just by depositing Curve tokens on the Curve Finance ecosystem, right? And how high it is actually 2.5 times the base reward, which is quite high if you ask me. But the problem is that the more people who deposit the CRV tokens, the lesser the rewards become, because it gets diluted to everyone else, right? So that's pretty much the standard concept in DeFi overall. So put differently, it is nearly impossible for any one party to stake enough liquidity to attain the maximum boost, which is where Convex Finance comes in. So obviously, it becomes very hard for any one party to get all the rewards, because it gets diluted everywhere else when multiple people deposit their CRV tokens as well, right? Convex acts as a cartel that pools the assets of individual stakers and benefits from their aggregated liquidity. So by holding CRV tokens or Curve liquidity provider tokens, you are basically incentivized to deposit that in Convex Finance compared to Curve Finance, right? And this makes Curve Finance as a cartel, because they are literally a magnet for attracting CRV tokens as well as liquidity provider tokens from Curve Finance, and they basically aggregate all of this into a big pool which rewards people generously. but even though like the more people come in, the lower the rewards get diluted to, right? And even low-level investors can stake their Curve Finance LPs with Convex and receive boosted rewards that would otherwise not be attainable. So obviously, by having even a small amount of CRV tokens or liquidity tokens from Curve Finance, you are encouraged to deposit that with the Convex Finance in order to get boosted rewards. So you can basically receive the interest in following ways, right? The interest rate on their liquidity provider. So if you provided liquidity on Curve Finance, you can basically get rewards for just depositing that liquidity on Convex Finance, a share of the Curve trading fees. So not only do you get that, but you also get trading fees from Curve Finance as well, which is pretty cool. The boosted rewards from Convex, you get boosted rewards from Convex Finance, which is another reward that you get, and CVX tokens. So CVX tokens, which is the Convex Finance's native tokens, which is a token of interest, is also rewarded to people on top of all these three rewards that we discussed right now, right? So this basically makes this a powerhouse of a platform. Furthermore, you can stake your CRV tokens and receive CVX CRV to receive. So as we discussed, by providing liquidity, you get all these benefits, but by also providing the CRV tokens from Curve Finance, you get CVX CRV. Okay, that's the representation of the token that you get. And while getting that, you're also going to get Ve CRV rewards, obviously. Convex trading fees, so any trading fees you get from Convex is provided to you as well. CVX tokens, obviously CVX tokens is rewarded on top of this, and airdrops going to Ve CRV token holders. So there are lots of airdrops that happens in the DeFi ecosystem, and many of the airdrops do go to Ve CRV token holders, and that is the one of the many incentives that people will be most likely to stake their CRV tokens with Convex Finance rather than in the Curve Finance itself, right? So that basically covers all the important sections of Convex Finance. I know it's extremely complicated, but the bottom line is Convex Finance is basically trying to steal liquidity as well as CRV tokens from Curve Finance ecosystem, thereby becoming the biggest holder of Curve liquidity as well as CRV tokens on their platform, right? That's the bottom line. And in order to do that, they're rewarding people with multiple layers of rewards, which will benefit everyone, right? So that's the most important thing that you need to learn from this video if you didn't understand anything else. And when it comes to how Convex Finance is secured, as we know, Convex Finance is based on Ethereum blockchain, and therefore they are secured because of the security that Ethereum blockchain has to offer. And Ethereum itself is one of the most secure blockchains out there because it has a lot of decentralized nodes. People mine Ethereum and thereby they secure the network, right? So Ethereum, being one of the most secured decentralized platform out there, is offering its security to Convex Finance as well, right? So that's pretty much it when it comes to Convex Finance. Let's go to the website itself, which is convexfinance.com. Right off the bat, you can clearly see that they are literally making it very clear that they are associated in some way or another with Curve Finance. That's why if you see in the top left corner, their logo Convex also has the Curve Finance logo at the right. And on the top, you can see the stake option, claim option, lock CVX option, as well as more. So these are all different options that you can access when you connect your wallet. Boosted Curve staking, deposit liquidity, earn boosted CRV and rewards. So clearly they're enticing people to deposit their CRV as well as liquidity, right? The total value locked is currently $5,091.8 million, which is extremely high if you ask me. There's a lot of volume that's locked into this protocol, which is pretty good. And the total revenue that they're generating is $312 million, which is incredibly high. 247.7 million CRV has been earned so far, and there's no information about the CVX that's locked so far, right? So that's pretty cool. Liquidity providers earn CRV with a better boost, which is again something that we already discussed before. CRV stakers put your CRV to work. So instead of focusing on laying your CRV dormant in your wallet, you can actually put it to work by earning trading fees, right? By staking it and earning trading fees. So stake CVX and earn more. So by staking CVX tokens, you can earn more from their platform as well, right? So how it works, so this basically provides a step-by-step tutorial on how you can basically stake your CRV tokens or liquidity provided tokens to earn rewards. You can go through that by yourself. It's pretty straightforward and covers everything that we discussed already, right? Audit wise, they are audited by Mixbytes, which is a platform that is becoming more and more popular in the DeFi space right now. You can watch their report right here. Boost CRV Rewards. You can click the stake button to stake it. And if you scroll further below, they have their social media information along with other information, including their Discord, Twitter account, and so on and so forth, right? I highly recommend you guys to go through their documentation as well as blog, because that will help you understand more about this project, right? Overall, a pretty straightforward protocol that mainly focuses on the Curve Finance ecosystem. So you definitely need to understand what Curve Finance is before you can understand what Convex Finance is, right? So going back to the coin market cap page for this token, this token is currently ranked 94th by market cap on coin market cap, and it is currently trading at $5.22 at the time I'm making this video. So clearly it's a little bit of a expensive sticker price when it comes to the token price, and I think there's going to be a lot more people who will eventually buy this token, but for now the newcomers will find it really hard to buy this token because they prefer to buy tokens that are less than $1 or less than a few cents when it comes to price point, because they believe that that particular token will go to the moon, right? But when it comes to this token itself, it seems like the token has a good sticker price, but at the same time it's quite expensive for a lot of newcomers, so that may probably hinder a lot of newcomers. But regardless of that, I think it seems like there's a good indication that the tokenomics for this token is going to be really good based on the sticker price itself, right? And if you see, the 24-hour price direction seems to be in the negative direction, even though it's only slightly. It seems like the token has decreased in the past 24 hours of about 0.95%, which is not that much, but it's still quite a bit, especially considering the fact that the Coinbase announcement only happened today, right? Even though the Coinbase announcement happened today, it seems like the token hasn't really risen just because of the general market sentiment overall, right? And if you scroll further below, you have the Ethereum smart contract address here. You also have it in Solana because it's also a platform that's available on Solana as well, right? If you scroll below, you can see the market cap is $351.6 million. So clearly there's a huge amount of money that's already locked, but the market cap is only $351 million. So it seems like there's a huge discrepancy between the total value locked versus the market cap of the token itself, which only means that this token is quite undervalued overall, right? So that's a really good indication, because there's definitely a lot of opportunity for this token to grow in price, right? And when it comes to volume itself, you can see that there's a really good volume in the past 24 hours. About $11.6 million have been traded so far, which is pretty good. The market cap to TVL ratio, as I said, is a good indication that this token is quite undervalued. So a ratio of less than 1 indicates that this token is undervalued, and a ratio of 1 or more, 1 means it's fairly valued, but more than 1 means it's overvalued, right? So clearly you can see that the market cap to total value locked is 0.08, which is extremely low compared to the ratio of 1, which means this token is extremely undervalued in my personal opinion, right? Based on this number. So if you scroll further below, you can see that the token has a fixed supply, which is pretty good, and the max supply is 100 million tokens, which is exactly in the Goldilocks zone that I personally want a token to have when it comes to max supply, which is pretty good because a lot of tokens have max supply in the billions, while this token has 100 million max supply, which is pretty good if you ask me. And the scarcity has clearly been built into the system, right? And the best thing about this token is that the token has a circulating supply of 67% of its max supply, which means the majority of the tokens are already in the market, which means the price slumping, even though it may happen slightly, it's just extremely short term, and you will find this token skyrocketing in the future because of the scarcity that will come into play in the future, right? Which is extremely important for a token if you are holding any token, right? So when it comes to fundamentals, as well as the market cap, as well as the fact that this token is extremely undervalued, along with the fact that the token has a really good max supply with a majority of these tokens already in circulation, I think that's all bullish signs when it comes to this token, in my personal opinion, right? But again, it's not financial advice, in my personal opinion. When it comes to the price itself, you can clearly see that the token is clearly undervalued in price because it did used to do pretty well in the past. If you look at the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token was worth $6.16 as of 18th of May 2021. and then it reached its first all-time highs of $20.15 as of 2nd of June 2021, and then it dropped down in price, reaching its first all-time low at $2.03 as of 20th of July 2021, and then from then on it started going ballistically high, reaching this initial all-time high of close to $40 per token as of 9th of November 2021, and then it took a small breather and then went to make its current all-time high of about $50 per token as of 31st of December 2021, and then it started declining downwards. It took a small breather, reaching a price of $17 or $16.04 as of 10th of March 2022, and then it went back to a price of about $38.63 before crashing down heavily to a price of $3.55, and then it started bouncing a little bit back up to, reaching as high as $7.51 before crashing right now, right? As you can clearly see that this token has made really good organic all-time highs and organic all-time lows. At the same time, this token has also made really good short-term gains as well, which means this token is at a really good buy opportunity at this price point, right? Again, not financial advice, but you can clearly see that this token made a $50 price tag in the end of 2021, and now it's trading at $5. So clearly you can buy it at a significant discount from its all-time high at this price point if you buy this token right now. If you're holding on buying this token for a little longer, you can probably buy this token at maybe $4.50 in a few weeks. But if you're buying it at this price point or $4.50, you're probably going to be buying it at the average price of not too far away from its all-time lows, right? So by buying this token right now, you're actually buying this at a perfect time, where when this token goes up in a few months, where I feel like this token can cross the $30 to $35 mark in the next few months, you'll be making some really good short-term gains. And in the next bull rally, I think you can easily expect this token to make some enormous gains. I think this token even has a high potential to grow to $75 to $80 per token, or even higher than that. And in the extremely bullish scenario, I think this token can make $100 per token, which will probably be a really good opportunity to make some significant gains, right? So buying this token at this price point is the best thing that you can do in the current scenario. And obviously this token is going to get a Coinbase listing soon, which means this token is going to pump anytime soon right now, right? I think by buying at this price point, you're actually securing a really good opportunity to make some significant gains, not only because of the Coinbase listing, but also because of the fact that I think the next bull run and subsequent bull rallies, this project will be here to stay, and it will make some extremely new all-time highs, right? When it comes to how much of this token do you need to buy, right? I usually make three scenarios, so buying it with $100, $500, as well as $1,000. But this time I want to go a little bit more bullish on this, because this is definitely going to get a Coinbase listing. Therefore, buying this with, let's say, I'm going to start off with $500, as well as $5,000 and $10,000, right? So these are the three scenarios that I'm going to play right now. I personally feel like this token is a really bullish and extremely fundamentally strong token. So risking $10,000, even though it's a degen move, is not going to be surprising, because you will make some significant gains with this token if you invest a lot of money into this, right? I'm not going to basically tell you to buy this token. Please do your own research. This is just my personal opinion, and I'm just making some assumptions based on what I've learned from this project. You need to make your own assumptions before you put your money on this token, right? So let's say you're investing $500 on this token, right? You'll basically get 95.89 tokens. So I personally feel like this token can do at least a 10 to 20x easily, and that will easily bring this, you'll be able to make, if you invest $500, you'll be able to make $5,000 to $10,000 with just a $500 investment, right? Again, bear in mind that this is a hypothetical scenario. It may not happen the way we discussed, but at the same time, it may go even further than that. We don't really know. A Coinbase listing is definitely going to encourage this token to go as high as possible, but there are current volatile market conditions that you need to take into account before you can do anything with this token, right? But if you do put a $500 to invest in this token, you could make at least $5,000 to $10,000 if it does a 10 to 15x or 10 to 20x, which is definitely possible, right? Let's say if you want to go a little bit more riskier, and put a $5,000 investment on this token, right? Again, not a lot of people will have $5,000, which is pretty obvious. But if you, for some reason, want to buy $5,000 of this token, stake it, and then earn passive income while this token is going up, you'll be able to make a lot of staking rewards and boosted rewards by just staking this token. So you will definitely be compounding your, your values. You'll be basically compounding your interest, but assuming that you don't get any staking rewards, right? Let's say, for example, and you're only relying on capital gains for making this money, right? If it does a 10x, you will make $50,000. Pretty simple, right? If this token makes a 20x, you will get $100,000. Pretty straightforward, easy calculation. Again, it's definitely unlikely that this token will reach a 10x easily, but it is definitely possible in the next upcoming months to a year from now, right? And as I said, you will also be earning interest as well as taking rewards along the way. While your $5,000 is becoming $50,000 or $100,000, you will still be earning staking rewards, which is going to be boosted as well. So you need to bear that in mind. So the actual return of investment will be more than $50,000 or even $100,000 depending on the scenario, right? Because you're also including the staking rewards into the equation. Let's say you go super degen, right? You basically are a really wealthy crypto investor and you can afford to basically invest $10,000 on this token, right? So if you invest $10,000 on this token, you'll be getting 1,918 tokens as of the time I'm making this video. And at this price point, you'll be basically getting it at close to its all-time low, right? If this goes 10x, you will be making $100,000 easily, okay? If this goes 20x, you'll be making $200,000 easily, right? But again, as I said, you'll also be accumulating staking rewards, which will be hyper compounding, because when you're staking $10,000 worth of this token, you are earning the maximum possible staking rewards as much as you can, and you'll also be basically benefiting from the capital appreciation when this token goes up, right? So clearly the degen move is going to be $10,000. Obviously you can put more than that, but these are just 3 price scenarios that I'm basically running through my head right now. It's not guaranteed to make money from this project. You can probably lose money as well, so you need to obviously understand the risk, and whatever money you try to put in this project, you need to understand that you should be willing to lose that if something goes wrong, right? And you are doing it based on your own research and interest, and not based on just because of the fact that I'm saying that, right? So these are the 3 price scenarios that will make this token a really bullish token to make some incredible gains, right? And as I said, like my final verdict is basically this token has an incredibly high potential to grow in the future. It has strong fundamentals. It's already in the top 100 ranking, and it's still continuing to be in the top 100 ranking, which is the most important thing, because this token could have easily slipped down the 100 ranking because of the market volatility, but it has continued to basically be a key player in the top 100 ranking and retain that position, which is the best thing about this project. The tokenomics is incredible. If you clearly see this number, mathematically speaking, the market cap to TVL ratio automatically indicates that this token is extremely undervalued, right? And if you look at the charts itself, you can clearly see that this token has performed multiple short-term and long-term moves, and it has made really good gains for the people who bought it at the early stage, right? So all you need to do is just buy it, stake it, and set it and forget it, and you'll make a lot of interest, right? So when it comes to markets, you can obviously buy this token from Binance, because this token is already traded on Binance as a high liquidity token that you can buy from Binance with multiple different trading pairs. It's also available on GetItIO, KuCoin, Huobi Global, Kraken, OKX, as well as MEXC, and AscendXCrypto.com. You name it, they have this. This token is available in that exchange, right? So clearly this token is a very high quality token with a lot of liquidity, a lot of trading volume, and a lot of trading pairs in multiple different tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3 exchanges. So you can pretty much buy it from anywhere. I suggest you to focus on Binance, GetItIO, and KuCoin as the 3 top exchanges to buy this token from, right? If you want to buy it from anywhere else, you can still continue to buy it from there as well. But these are the main top 3 high liquidity providing exchanges for this token, right? And if you see, this token also has some really good arbitrage opportunity. You can basically buy this from Binance at $5.20 and sell it on GetItIO for ETH at $5.23, or you can sell it for euros for $5.26, or you can go to Coin One and sell it for $5.41. So clearly there's a lot of arbitrage opportunity, high quality arbitrage opportunity from several major exchanges. So you can definitely take advantage of that as well while you're at it, right? So what's, as I said, this is a really good project. I already made my final verdict clear. Now for the most important section. How did I find this token? How did I know that this token is going to get like Coinbase listing, right? So if you go to Twitter, okay, and follow Coinbase Assets, which is at Coinbase Assets, you can basically see that they made an announcement today, 2 hours ago, stating that they're adding a whole bunch of tokens to their roadmap today, right? And as you can see, Convex Finance is the first token in this list. There's a whole bunch of other tokens as well, which I'll be covering in detail in the subsequent days. So if you want to know my thoughts as well as some of the price predictions as well as how much you potentially need to invest in order to get the maximum return, please subscribe to this channel, hit the like button as well as turn on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on these, right? One key thing to make money from crypto is to be extremely quick and fast. So if you want to get the most up-to-date information from me, so that you can literally buy these tokens way before anybody else has bought this, then you need to make sure that you subscribe, like, as well as turn on the bell icon, right? That's how you will basically guarantee that you will get the best information from me as soon as possible, right? And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. But these are some of the tokens that I'll be covering in the upcoming days, and this is exactly how I use some of the information from Coinbase Assets on their Twitter page to make informed decisions on what tokens I need to invest in, right? Because if you see, these tokens are added to their roadmap, and if you go to their roadmap, every single token that has been listed on Coinbase today was once a part of their roadmap. So clearly these are tokens that will get listed on Coinbase eventually in a few weeks to few months or even a few years. But I think few years is highly unlikely. They'll probably get listed within the end of this year. But if you want to get the most out of the coins as well as the tokens, this is the best way, one of the many ways that you can use to get ahead of the curve, right? And obviously this is not the only technique that I've used. I've used multiple other techniques as well. I'll cover all those techniques as well so that you can also do your own research and find these tokens before they get listed on major exchanges like Coinbase and Binance, right? So again, if you like this video, please hit the like button, guys, and subscribe for more videos. See you in my next video. Bye.